Governor George Natembaya is not the first Kenyan to be arrested. I have also been arrested severally on other issues. There is nothing unusual, nothing to worry about, nothing that even warrants people to begin destroying properties because Natembaya had been arrested.
We saw the governor of Trans Nzoia was arrested and charged for matters related with his county, graft in his county. As a leader from the region, do you think, how do you take this issue first?
Number one, Governor George Natembaya is not the first Kenyan to be arrested. I have also been arrested severally on other issues. When the police arrest someone, it is in accordance with the laws of our country that there is a conflict that needs to be resolved by the court. And a conflict that has to be taken to court to be resolved begins by police arrest or a police summon and arraignment of the said party in court before a judge. That is what happened. And on the same day when Natembaya was arraigned in court, I also had around more than 6 people from my constituency, Kimilili, were also being paraded in court in Kimilili on various allegations, trespass, assault. So the fact that George Natembaya appeared before a court of law cannot be subject for my discussions, because there are very many Kenyans who go to court every day. Even as we speak today, thousands of Kenyans have taken plea in court on various offenses and various allegations. The position of an individual being arrested, to me, is not exceptional. There are very many Kenyans who are arrested who go to court. And going to court is just a judicial process that Parliament enacted a law that wherever there is a conflict, today, if you go to report to the police that I have obtained money from you with false pretense, if I have assaulted you, the police, the system, will take me through the same process. And you don't begin to mention the names. It is the system. It is the laws that we put in place. Yeah. So there is nothing unusual, nothing to worry about, nothing extraordinary, nothing that even warrants people to begin destroying properties because Natembaya had been arrested. There are very many Kenyans who were arrested. Those people were even protesting in Kitale town yesterday because their governor had been arrested. Some of them have ever been arrested before for various allegations, for various conflicts. So the country should move on, the county should move on, Kenyans should continue doing what they do. The people of Trans Nzoia should continue to engage in the activities that will afford food on the table. They should continue doing what they do to get money, to run their families. Natembaya being arrested is just a process which is normal. It is not peculiar to him himself. It is not unusual. It's very usual.
Mheshimiwa, what do you think of the sentiments that his arrest or whatever the case, the charges that are placed against him, whether he did it or not, are being pushed because he's jostling to become the official spokesman of the Western region? As a leader from the Western region, what do you think about that?
You know, when a person takes plea in court, then the burden of proof shifts to the prosecutor. We should not speculate and appear like we are investigators who have the evidence. Do not have the evidence. The evidence is with the DPP. When he will have his day in court during hearing, the evidence will be adduced. His lawyers will interrogate and poke holes in the evidence presented before. You know, I was also accused of shooting an individual at the eve of 2022 elections. I cooperated with the police. The evidence was produced in court. I was acquitted on no case to answer. So people should not worry. If there is a conflict, the only institution that is mandated to resolve that conflict is a court of law. So the evidence will be, we should not be in a hurry to begin interrogating the evidence that whether there is enough evidence or not. We should wait when Natembaya will have his day in court. Then we will be able to follow the proceedings and see what the ESCC will produce to support the allegations. But what I know is that you cannot fabricate charges against a sitting governor. You cannot. We will wait to see.
Okay, Mheshimiwa, just a final one on that. We have seen him making forays into, for example, Bungoma County. You're aspiring to become Bungoma governor. As a leader from maybe the neighboring Trans Nzoia, what do you think about that?
That is his own ambitions. He never consulted me when he decided to run for governor of Trans Nzoia. Either I never consulted him on my next political moves, and he is free to develop ambitions. Good for us. And at the end of the day, it is what we put in that will get us to where we want us to be. And when a man advances to their goals, to their destiny, they are free to do so. So the forays, you say he moves around, blah, 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 blah. It's none of my business. That is his own political ambitions. It's just a matter of wait and see. Because I am running to be governor of Bungoma. So that after I've been given that position by the people of Bungoma, it is what I will do with that position that will determine whether I progress forward or not. So when time comes to interrogate Natembaya as to whether he's a good leader or not, we will make that decision not on the basis of what came out of his mouth, but it will be on the basis of the tangible development that he initiated and completed that are beneficial to the people of Trans Nzoia on the ground. That is what will make us make that decision as to whether he's a good leader that we can follow him or not. If he will be a good leader we follow him, we will follow him. Because we live in a country that interdepend on each other. And being a person from my region, and Kenya at large is that Kenyans will always coalesce around a person that we think will save our country. Yeah.